What about the West Coast Eagles?
I think everything's going to plan.
I'll let you take this one, Jesse. How do you think their season up until this point has been?
My personal expectations, which are probably aligned with the club if I had to guess, was that this was going to be another tough year for us. I predicted us to finish higher than Richmond, albeit, but I also underrated Richmond there, and lower than North Melbourne, and that's exactly where we sit. We have seen a brand evolve. We have seen us be more competitive, albeit the outcomes haven't been much better. I think we've still improved from, some of our worst footy of previous years. Even against Carlton, there was a horrific quarter and a half, and then it got better. So there is some growth, but at the same time, we do sit one win from 14 games and on track to be, as bad as any team that's come before us, really. I don't really think that's fair to say. I don't think this current evolution of West Coast, given how overexposed it is, like top 5 players all missing, that's on us because we don't have the list, admittedly. But I think there has been enough growth and improvement there for me to save them from an F. I think it's too harsh, but at the same time, one win gets you a D.
I think you're 100%. You're spot on. I think if anything, I'd be going slightly higher, and that's nothing to do with wins and losses.
Yeah,
it again comes back to that. I guess the Essendon conversation we had earlier in the new coach. So exposure for him, and some sort of a learning there. You've gone. Elijah Hewitt is starting to look like an A-grade midfielder, albeit it's not there completely.
Sure.
Harley Reid, little bit of regression, but then you've been able to blood some of this youth. Bo Allen's probably had a couple of games now. Tom Gross has looked good when he's come in. The mid-season draftee and Tom McCarthy was awesome on debut as well. So
Dewar got the rising star this week.
Yes, Dewar actually. He's been a shining light as well. So you've had that, and then you go into a draft with the potential of taking probably 3 top 10 picks if you can get your hands on one of those academy teams like the Gold Coast or Sydney's pick as well. So you could have a massive off season as well. So I feel like it's been, as far as wins and losses and on some level performance has been pretty terrible. You've made something out of the season.
Yeah.
In totality.
I would agree with that. What are your thoughts, Truce?
I think there has been improvement. It's hard to grade West Coast given where they were coming into the year. But yeah, I've really liked watching Elijah Hewitt, Brady Hoff, probably those two particularly developed this year. I feel like Harley's stagnated a little bit. Again, one of those sort of mid-forward players that'll take time to develop. But I feel like you have competed well throughout games and then just fallen away. Like the Brisbane loss, the Geelong loss, were like you saw signs there. But to only have one win at this point of the year, I think is pretty disappointing. I'd probably give him a D. Yeah, it's a flat D.
I don't want this to derail, but just on Harley, I don't think his body's right, but I think he's actually dealing with a lot more responsibility than people realise. Like, there's no and Kelly's fallen off a cliff. No midfielder has spent more time at the centre bounce than Harley Reid this year. And I think he's doing the tough stuff to a solid level. Wouldn't say he has improved, but there's a different element to his game that is getting missed a little bit.
I wouldn't say he's regressed. I would say,
plateaued.
Yeah, let's go with plateaued.
Yeah.
I would agree with that.